Hi, I'm Maya from Book on Dreams, and welcome to a new reading vlog. Well, I just finished filming my May wrap-up, and I read all of this and some more. You can check it out if you want. Basically, for the month of June, I've sort of decided to have like themed reading weeks, like for week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And the first week I'll start with science fiction because I read a lot of fantasy last month. And so for science fiction week, I'm going to focus on 3 books. I don't think I'll get to all of them, but I'm just, fingers crossed. So the books I want to focus on are Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, because it's Andy Weir. I enjoy his books, and I think I'll get through them quickly. Then Martha Wells' Fugitive Telemetry. This is book 6 of the Murderbot Diaries, which I enjoy greatly. And hopefully, I'm not like keeping my hopes up, but hopefully I'll try to get to book 3, which is A Memory Called Empire by Arcady Martin. So this is Arcady Martin. Jeez, I can't speak anymore. Basically, this book won a Hugo Award, and the sequel came out this year, and also want to get to that. So yeah, this is my hope for this week. Right now, I'm gonna go in and transfer the video to the computer so I can do some editing today. And then I'll start on Andy Weir's book. So Andy Weir's book is basically following an astronaut. See, Shannon from That's So Poe taught me how to say astronaut, because I kept saying astronaut, but it's like butt, astronaut. What was I saying? Right, so we follow an astronaut who wakes up, hopefully in a spaceship, and he doesn't remember what he's supposed to be doing or who he is and whatever happened because he has amnesia, but he's actually part of a project that is sent from Earth to somewhere to save Earth from something, if I remember correctly. Yes. So it's Andy Weir. I'm expecting it to be funny, I'm expecting it to be entertaining, and I'm expecting it to be smart but not make me feel stupid. So yeah, we'll start with that. I'm listening to it on audio as well as following it on my Kindle. And yeah, I'll report back when I read something. Also, dinosaurs. That's my raptor and a little dino baby that I got from a little shop. Hi, it's 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. Last night I actually didn't read when I said I was going to read, because I went to watch Godzilla, because I'm in like a dinosaur monster kind of mood. And I'm gonna watch Godzilla 2 now. And I basically got to reading around 11 o'clock in the evening, and I got to 17% of Project Hail Mary, and it is so good. It's entertaining. It's just hilarious. So basically, we follow. I'm trying to find Godzilla now. We are following a scientist turned science teacher, and he has been involved in a project. It's not a secret project, because they figure out that something is eating the sun. So this like microbe alien life form, which is like a little microbe thingy, is eating the sun and basically eating the thing that makes it hot and warm, which will affect Earth really, really badly in a near future. So basically, as he wakes up from his sleep hibernation, he slowly figures out. So as he's learning, we are learning about what's happening in the story. As he's remembering, then we are remembering with him and learning about what's happening, and it's fun. It's entertaining. He doesn't swear. He uses like fudge and whatever it was, and yeah. So far it's fun. It is reminiscent of the Martian. We have a character that is using his scientific know-how and experience to work problems out and figure out what's going on, and it's interesting and it's fascinating, and I'm enjoying it so much so far. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch Godzilla 2 now, and then maybe get some reading done tomorrow at night. And then I think tomorrow I'll focus just solely on finishing The Martian, so I can go through Fugitive Telemetry on Thursday, because Thursday is like a Christian holiday here, and I don't have to go to work. And Fugitive Telemetry is a shorter story. It's not a full length novel. So yeah, basically that's the plan. Trying to finish this book on Wednesday and then focus on Fugitive Telemetry on Thursday, so I can have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Memorical Empire. Fingers crossed that actually happens. Hey, it's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday. Shit. It's Wednesday. It's like 8 p.m. again. It's like I'm gonna have to start like doing reports during daylight. Anyway, I'm now at 40% of the book, what I managed to listen to yesterday. And now this has turned into a first contact book. And oh my God, like it's interesting. I'm enjoying it still so far. My plan on finishing this book today is not going to happen. If anything, I'll probably listen to another 20%, I guess, today before I go to sleep. And I'll focus on it tomorrow and then, see how far I get. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch another movie, something on Netflix. I'll see what, and then I'll go do some reading. But yeah, it's a first contact book now, and I was like debating whether or not to talk about spoilers, but you have to, because I always like the sort of ingenuity of Weir's characters. I mean, they're not like they're not all knowing and everything, but they're very prepared for the job that they're supposed to be doing. If you think about Watney in The Martian and what was the name? I think it was Jasmine or Jazz or something, the name of the character in Artemis. And, now we follow this character as well. Yeah, and I'm enjoying the sort of flashbacks or whatever, him getting his memories back and sort of figuring out the beginning of the story and how everything developed to come to where we are right now. And the whole communication with the alien that he met. I mean, actually, he comes to this planet to figure out, to sort of find a way. No, they actually found a star that is surrounded by all different stars that are being impacted by the microbe thing that's eating the heat of the sun. And so there's this one star that, it's not impacted by this. So they created the project Hail Mary to send a team of 3 scientists there to gather data and just send them back to Earth. And when he got there, he basically another ship appeared, and it turns out that there's another alien race that's trying to do this, figure out the microbes and everything, and it's kind of spider-like, but whatever. Their communication and, how our character went about communicating with the thing and freaking out at the same time, and so excited because it's alien life and it's all great. It was just, it's fascinating to read, and it's very fast paced and everything just happening, and it's good. I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, hopefully next time you'll see me, there'll be more natural light. Okay, I am now at 83% of Project Hail Mary. Now, what follows are huge spoilers for the book. So if you don't want to see this, then just skip it. I'll leave a link to. I'll leave a text here to what time you should skip. But oh my fucking God! So unexpectedly, this book turned into a first contact story, and basically our alien and our human are working together to fix the problem. As I said before, Grace, the main character guy, his memory comes back as the story goes along, and now he remembered how he ended up being on the mission, because he wasn't first choice to be the scientist or to be the guy who goes into space. Basically, the reason he comes there, he becomes an astronaut for this one, is that the primary scientist and the secondary scientist worked on an experiment together, and there was some human error, not on their parts, but on different people's parts, and they blew up the research facility and everything, and it's like 5 days to launch. So he got a couple of hours he was informed that he's like their next choice, and he got a couple of hours to decide whether he wanted to go or didn't. And he didn't want to go because he works as a school teacher. He's a science teacher, and he didn't want to go. And the woman who is behind the whole project, and she's been sort of put in charge of everything, organizing everything, basically drugged him, and basically told him about this drug that they can use in interrogations basically wipes the memory of the person they're interrogating, so they don't remember that they're being interrogated for a little while. And yeah, so basically she put him in prison, separate him from the rest of the team, and is going to sedate him and just like put him sedated into the rocket or whatever. And he went and he's there. And I'm like, it was such a, like, I don't know, like, it was like you expect in stories like this, and when you watch them in movies and everything, the astronauts are very like brave and shit, and they're like, and they have someone who didn't want to go on a mission to be forced because she's like, we're saving humanity, you can't stay to like save the children or whatnot, because he was going to like stay and go back to being a teacher so he can help his students prepare for the future, because Earth's about to slowly die and whatnot. Yeah, oh my god, just to have her do that. And she's like, they had a conversation previously in the book, like, what do you think will happen after the mission is over? Like, she's like, the leader is like, I'm probably going to be in jail, because she didn't, well, I guess she has authority to do the things that she's doing, but most of them are questionable. I mean, okay, morally, obviously, but also like they paved over Sahara to the desert to grow the thingies for fuel, whatever. Like, so many things have been done to affect people and the planet just to help them, solve this huge, problem. And just to do that, oh my god, it was so unexpected. But yeah, well done, Andy Weir. So cool. So yeah, I think I have a couple of hours left for the audiobook. These are my new headphones, because the previous ones fell on the floor and then died, and now I have these one that basically squish my head so much, so I really can't listen to it a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna continue and finish this today. Also, it's like around 5 p.m. on a Thursday. So see you next time. All right, so hi. You get to see me in my lovely bathroom while I'm doing my hair. So this is Saturday today. We missed a day because I did nothing on Friday. I don't think I read anything on Friday. I did not know. Basically, what happened on Thursday is that I finished Project Hail Mary. If you hear noises, like people are cleaning. So I finished Project Hail Mary, and I really loved it. I enjoyed it. When I put it on Goodreads, I'll put 5 stars, because it was everything I wanted. It was entertaining. It was fun. Entertaining and fun is the same word. Basically, the story was very good. It turned into something I didn't expect. So we have like a first contact story actually in the whole thing. The science wasn't too complicated. I mean, it was complicated, but it was explained in a way that people can understand, which I appreciated. It's just, the ending was kind of not what I wanted from the ending, but I do appreciate the ending because it was a bit unexpected. I mean, the ending shows you the growth that the character goes through, and it shows you that, he has learned from, whatever he went through, that he's not a coward anymore, which was kind of important for our character, so we can like him in the end. And yeah, I mean, I wanted him to go back to Earth and to to see sort of some of the consequences of the project, actually. So how Earth dealt with it or not, and but the ending that we got was pretty good, was pretty fun as well. Very interesting, definitely sort of gives you an opportunity to return to the story and to the universe of the characters if you want to, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I finished that, enjoyed it very much. Then I started Fugitive Telemetry by Martha Wells. This is basically novella 6 of the series, but when it comes to the story, it actually comes before the last novel that came out. So our murderbot is on, I think it's called Preservation Station, and there the story immediately starts with them discovering the body and them actually talking above the body, like what you are supposed to do, because I would guess they had murders, but it's just, I guess maybe isn't something that their security is equipped to deal with. Obviously, with the threat that the leader of this community poses to the oh god, what's the name of the corporation? Anyway, the evil corporation that's in this universe. And yeah, basically I started it and they just decided to work together, and that's all. I didn't really continue. So since today is Saturday, and I'm not going to read now. I'm going to go and watch some Booktube, because I haven't done that in a really long time, in about a week or two. So I'm just going to go catch up on Booktube, and then maybe I'll do some reading later on. So I think my goal today is to finish, or at least get halfway through Fugitive Telemetry. And I don't think I'll force myself to read Memory of Peace. Oh my god, what's the name of that? Oh, anyway, the Arcady Martin book, which I just never get around to reading for some reason. I think I'm gonna have to dedicate a whole week of just reading the first and the second book of the series. Yeah, so I think I'll just maybe spend Sunday finishing Ice Planet Barbarian book that I started a couple of days ago. And I was sort of in the mood, but then I was way excited to go read Project Hail Mary, so I did that. But yeah, so that's the plan for the weekend, I guess. And we'll see how much of that I get done. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I went today. So right now it's around 1 p.m. I went to Christina's house, and we filmed a couple of reviews that are going to come out in a couple of months. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'm just going to finish doing my hair and go watch Booktube, and that's all. Bye. Okay. So it's Sunday afternoon. It's around 5 p.m. I just finished Barbarian's Prize, and before that I finished Fugitive Telemetry by Martha Wells. So let's talk about Fugitive Telemetry first. So this is basically book 6 in the Murderbot series, but the plot happens before the novel that came out, which is called Network Effect. So with it being a book before the novel, it doesn't really add much to the world. So my general feelings towards this edition in the series was kind of it's a typical Murderbot story, which I enjoyed. In this one, the Murderbot plays detective in the preservation station where it lives. And in the beginning of the book, basically they find a dead body, and then throughout this short story we slowly discover who did it, why they did it, and so on. I mean, it's a fun addition to the fun story for the series, but it's not really all that. I don't know. It was just kind of meh, because it's nothing important and nothing new happened. It's just an adventure, an episode in the season, so to say. So yeah, that was that. I listened to that. And then I finished Barbarian's Prize, which is book, I want to say 5 or 6. I'll write it somewhere in the Ice Planet Barbarian. So basically, a bunch of women get trapped on a planet with tall blue aliens, and each of them sort of finds their mate when they're symbiotes resonate, whatever. Anyway, so in this one, we follow. I just listened to it. Tiffany and someone with the name that starts with S. I'm horrible with names. Anyway, so basically we follow Tiffany and her Ice Planet Barbarian. Basically, in this one, so as I mentioned in my previous wrap-up, actually, for May, in each book we follow a different couple, and in each book there is a sort of different set of problems that is being sort of discussed and dealt with. So in this one we follow Tiffany, who has been raped by the aliens that have abducted her from Earth, and she is carrying some trauma from that, and she's finding it very difficult to how do I say, not adjust to the world, to her new life, but basically I guess a big part of their life now is finding a mate, and she doesn't feel comfortable with men, and so she enrolls her mate, we'll find out later, to help her sort of to practice, so they can so she can be prepared for the eventuality when that something happens, which is by itself a very cool trope, which I enjoy reading when I'm reading fan fiction and so. But this one, the biggest problem was the lack of communication between the humans and the aliens, because neither of them have really gotten across their culture and what they want. So the blue barbarian aliens, it's a mouthful. Basically, their goal in life is to have a mate, to protect their mate, to make sure nobody hurts them, and they don't have, they don't, how do I say this, voluntarily, that's such a stupid word to say. They don't hurt their females. They don't. And they didn't do a very good job of explaining that to the women, because the women, as soon as they hear, well, you're my mate, I'm going to protect you, they already think that, they're supposed to, they hold them to human standards, because if a man told you that, oh, you're my mate, I'm going to protect you, so you immediately think of him as an, like, conservative, whatever, and who won't let women choose and do whatever they want. So they're basically applying human standards to the aliens, which is bad. And another, problem with this story, which I found very frustrating, is Tiffany herself, who didn't. I mean, she communicates with her mate, but she doesn't communicate with the humans around her and the tribe that she's living with right now. I mean, I understand that you don't want to share your trauma and whatnot, but the whole basically sort of conflict in this story is that three different males are competing for her affection, and she is afraid to say no to any of them, because she's afraid that they're going to get angry and that they're going to hurt her, which is understandable, considering what she went through. But she doesn't communicate that to the humans who are with her, so Josie and whatever other human is there, just to sort of, or at least even to communicate with the chief of the tribe, to tell them, like, I want them to leave me alone, and everything would stop, because that's what they do. She's just worried about their reaction, and just brings a lot of awkward situations, and her giving false hope to everyone. And anyway, this one was kind of frustrating. But yeah, I'm going to continue on, because now throughout the whole books there's like a side character, Josie, and one of the aliens, who basically have this sort of hate relationship. And at the end of this one, their little symbiotes resonated. So the next book is going to follow their love story. So I'm gonna read that one, because that one sounds interesting. But yeah, that would be my week of reading sci-fi. I'm sorry for Arcady Martine's book, because it just doesn't seem to be on the radar. I think I'm gonna just I'm going to dedicate 1 week just to reading her books, the first one and the second one, because I don't know, what can I tell you? Anyway, so yeah, that was my week of reading sci-fi. If you've read any of the books that I've read this week, please do share your opinions down below. Like this video, you can subscribe to our channel, press the bell button to get notifications for whenever we post new videos. There are some important links down below in the description box. I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.